Maximus analysis here for February 10th, 2016. We flirted with that 1871 breakout level and it didn't hold. Now, if they don't do something quick and hold some levels of about the 1830 level, we could potentially see, where do we have here? We could potentially see that a retest of that 1806 level. So they need to do something overnight and do it fast, because again, they've really gone. It's really been a volatile time in regards to they came up to this previous pivot and didn't really get above it. So the 1871 level, again, all the levels are pretty much to close above versus and close strong versus tapping. Again, we've seen tapping of levels last year on the ES. We saw a tap of 280, 2080, 2080, 2080, and then they broke it and closed below it. That's when we saw significant movement. We've seen a tap in this 1871 area numerous times. We'll go back on the daily time frame, and we can see that it's been tapping it numerous times. Now it came up even on the hourly chart and failed at that level. So the old acronym of what was support now becomes resistance. So we do want to see them basically hold that level and basically not go to this 1803, 1804 level. And a break. They need to get back above this 1857 level overnight, and not break the previous day's low, which is 1825. Going to the NQ, we can see pretty much we have the same thing. It was not it gave a small buy signal and then retraced very quickly, so we need to see what they're going to do overnight in regards to that name. YM down about $1, but you can see that it's getting to the tail end of the upward retracement support, if you want to call it that. So we do not want to see them break below this 15,700 level and close. Looking at the bonds, you can see that the bond market, this is the ZB, is continuing to go up. This is ZF, it continues to go up. So you're seeing a kind of a really explosion on the bond market. So we're going to see if that has any correlations with the markets accordingly. And you have also a breakdown, continued breakdown of crude. This is the crude chart, and again, I don't see anything stopping them from 25 at least. So 25 is just right here. So again, unless they ramp up things very quickly, we could definitely see these levels in the next, it could be, within a day or two, the way that crude moves. Let's look at some high beta names. So we have Priceline, again, popped up, but very oversold levels. So again, it could continue up a little bit or flush down. We have Google here that again, we had two type of, basically I saw this as a fade back down. They gapped up and did the same thing. If you look at the intraday chart, you will kind of see the same type of pattern set up where they came faded down, came faded down. We do not want them to break below this 700 level, or we could see some quick moves to the downside based on how it grinded up, came back up in earnings, and it could be a fast flush down. So they need to at least break tomorrow this high of the day and stay above the 700, which is the psychological level anyway. You have Netflix up 230. Again, throwing everything up in the air for the overnight gaps with Yellen speaking this morning. And we do want to see, again, this is Netflix. We want to see them continue to at least test this 98 area or get back above this 100 area. Apple was down about 72 cents. Again, it's a very choppy pattern. So again, I'm not a breakout trader. So you will see, people, I want to see a tidy retracement for me to get into this name. Facebook, same type of deal. Thought there would be some type of, again, they gave a small buy signal, but they need not to break back below this 100 and close below this 97 area. Tesla down 5.5, still in a downward spiral. I thought I would see some type of strength today and didn't see anything close to it. And again, you saw a couple of different names move up, but nothing to really write home about. So we have to continue to look and be cautious in regards to making sure that you're on the aggressive side of trading, because these moves have been very swift, and even things that would be seen as typical buy signals, something similar to here on Tesla, have gapped down. So it's almost to the point where you're trading a couple hours, 1 or 2 hours, and 1 or 2 hours is a day trade. You know, trading on the 15-minute, trading on the 30-minute, 60-minute, or 65-minute to make it an even number for the bars. Are things that you need to kind of look at right now. And if you're not able to do such things, it's fine to be cash, because things are moving in very volatile type of movements. And let's say we're looking back at the ES, they could get you chopped up real quick looking at this hammer formation based on a previous high, and nothing came back. So if you were able to at least have a smaller time frame, but using daily as kind of your buy signal, you would say, okay, at the end of the day, I was able to kind of get out unscathed versus now I have to take the full risk down. So we're going to see where they open tomorrow morning, and hopefully we don't see anything going into the any funny business going and using the weeklies. So let's continue to use those numbers. Again, the initial one over the last couple of days has been this 1828 area. You see that we definitely do not want to retest that area, at least overnight. So we'll look and see if they can recapture this 1857, 1860 level. And of course, they need, it would be good for them to break above this 1871 area. So keep those areas in line, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Take care.